Since beginning this channel, I have strayed away from making videos about pickup artists, primarily because it's an over-examined community. It emerged in the late 1960s and still operates despite the negative publicity it received in the mid-2010s. On top of that, I lack any original, intriguing insights that will compensate all the books, peer-reviewed articles, documentaries, and news coverage the community has received. On top of that, there are YouTube channels that focus solely on the group. But two YouTubers' odd behavior led me to make this video. The first one is a PUA named Pickup Alpha. He's a 40-year-old man who drilled a hole into his wall and filmed his clients having sex with women. Like many PUAs, he has a generic narrative of how he went from a nerd struggling with women to a jock and now has a marvelous dating life. The second one is Solo TV 84, who is a 36-year-old man and former pickup artist. I came across posts he published on a forum called So Suave, where he still gives field reports about online dating and the nightlife scene in Minneapolis. Examining these two individuals highlight the fact that some red pillars are still engaging in old and unprincipled PUA tactics such as field reports and secretly filming women, respectively. Often what appears to be dead eventually resurrects. Just in case Solo TV 84 tries to deny this, I have evidence that his profile belongs to him. As you can see here, he linked a defunct website in the ebook he published and still cites. He joined the forum in 2008 and still contributes to it. His latest post was published in December 2020. I found his post intriguing and at odds with Manosphere talking points. For one, although he still puts women on a number scale, he once berated a ranking system as placing women on a pedestal. He also thinks the Manosphere is delusional for thinking that older men have easy access to young women. As anyone with a brain would recognize, most people date folks around their age. There are some other posts that are odd and hilarious. In one, he admitted to having a lot of unprotected sex. There was another where he claimed how long he lasts in bed depends on how attractive he finds the women to be. In another recent one, he recounts having two women over back to back and didn't sleep with neither one. One arrived with an attitude and claimed she was on her period. He also has been struggling to meet women regularly during the pandemic with shutdowns. In one insightful post, he admitted to having been so invested in the PUA community that he was more excited to write field reports than enjoying the experience of being out talking to women. Overall, I did see how his thinking changed on certain issues. For example, he once disregarded social circle game as too difficult but now advocates it. Furthermore, he admitted that he struggled with the need for validation and insecurity but now copes with religion and meditation. His comments reinforce a perception I've held of him for a while, that he is a man who desires a committed relationship and doesn't enjoy casual sex. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I wonder what motivates someone to remain active on a forum for 12 years and discuss cliche PUA topics. Now, moving along, Pickup Alpha is another YouTuber who is no different than any other pickup artist. He charges thousands of dollars for boot camps, overpromises his clients, claims he dates women in their late teen as a 40-year-old man.
I mean, like I said, I'm almost 40 years old and I'm still dating girls half my age. I'm constantly dating girls that are 18, 19. Now, you don't have to date younger, but that's certainly an option, and I like having a lot of options.
The only thing that makes him somewhat distinct is that he caters a lot to Asian males, since pickup artists were notorious for being race neutral. Of course, he's not the first Asian pickup artist, but he mentioned he's Asian often. He also has a superiority complex where he believes Asians are inherently smarter and well in shape, to the point that it gets cartoony.
We Asians have an elite metabolism. I'm almost 40, I could probably eat at least 10 of these a day and still look the same for the next 10 years. I know for a fact I can get black girls way easier than a black guy getting a fobby Chinese girl. Wait, dude, it's not even comparison. And what does that mean? Well, for the average guy, the peak sexual market value is around mid-30s, right? But if you're Asian, you can easily add 20 years on top of that.
Fun fact, I showed one of his videos to a friend of mine from Hong Kong and she laughed at it regarding what he was saying about Asians. What is troubling about his content is that he literally drilled a hole into his wall at his place and filmed his clients sleeping with women, unbeknownst to the guests. It's not a new tactic by PUAs, but it's a gross violation of privacy. He blurs these women out, but then later actually watches the footage with his clients who cheer along.
We're looking at older clips. Yeah, what is she doing over here? See, it looks like you guys are making out. and then you guys sit down, and then she goes down on you. We're all a bunch of creeps. What a savage. She has a nice body.
The cheers are more of a bond of a brotherhood than the actual sex. Anyways, the PUA industry is more about building social capital over a group of male peers than dealing with women. Now, you won't see me make any other videos about PUAs, at least for now, because media coverage has been so oversaturated that there just isn't much new ground to cover.